Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to replace a water inlet valve on our Samsung washing machine. We've had this one for a little over 10 years now, and I think the solenoids on the cold water inlet valve are having some issues. So I ordered a part off of Amazon, and we're going to replace that here in a second. With these high efficiency washers, you should never see the water coming up this high. You can see the water is just constantly flowing. It hasn't stopped since this cycle started. And here in a second, it'll show the error code OE and it'll start dinging. There's the error code. It's either 0E or OE, but it basically means overflow. And what it's doing is, you can see here's the water level. It should never be this high. The drain just kicked on, so it's trying to empty. But at the same time, you can hear the water is still flowing. So that's indicative of a faulty water inlet valve. Finally, one more way to check and see if you've got a faulty inlet. You can see I just turned off the washer and you can still hear the water running. And just for this video, I'm going to open the door and show you that it'll still be flowing. So it's right there. Yep, and it comes out. And I made a mess, so I'm going to clean that up. But that's ultimately another way to check to see, the power's off and the solenoid hasn't connected, so it's not gonna turn off the water flow. So now I'm gonna start another cycle, and the drain's gonna empty out everything. Be sure to unplug your washing machine, as well as turn off the water valves at the wall. They're hot and you're cold. Next, there are two screws, one right here on the back panel and one right here, that are going to enable us to open up this top section. Once you've undone the two screws, the top panel will just slide right off. And you can see here, this is our hot water inlet valve, and this one is our cold water. So since we're not replacing both, we're just gonna undo the cold water hose right here. And be careful, there's gonna be water inside of this one, so make sure you keep it propped up high. Otherwise you'll make a little mess behind the washing machine. Now that we've unhooked our cold water hose, we're going to remove the two electrical connections here. And these are wired so that, and taped so that it's going to be obvious which ones are going to go in which slot, so you don't necessarily have to remember. But for me, black is on the left and blue is on the right. And then we'll need our needle nose pliers to loosen up this hose and this hose right here by pinching that crimper right there. So I went ahead and removed the hot water electrical connection because it was blocking my way, and I'm having difficulty with getting the hoses off. So I'm going to go to the next step. There are two screws on the back here holding it onto the back wall. So we'll just undo those and then it should slide this way. Once I removed the two screws from the back, I was able to really work this over and I was able to get the hoses off. So you can see the old one. Not really sure from a visual inspection if it's truly busted or not. I mean, I could use a multimeter to try and test the solenoids to make sure they're giving off the correct values, but I'm pretty sure this is what the problem was. And what you definitely want to do is, before you start getting going too much, you want to make sure that the new one that you bought is specifically for the model that you need, but then that it's a similar design. So I've noticed that this one has a much shorter hose connection, and then the the method in which it attaches to the back wall is slightly different than the old one, but I've tested it out over here and it's going to work. So assembly is the reverse of disassembly, and once you make sure everything's connected and everything's ready to go, then we'll show you what that looks like. All right, so here's what it looks like with all the electrical connections reattached, and then the two hoses right here crimped on there. And then we've also attached it to the back here, and we went ahead and attached the cold water hose. So what I'm going to do is just test to make sure that there's no leaking water when I turn on the water. Feels good, don't see anything, don't hear anything, so we should be all set. Now that the top is back on, I went ahead and plugged it back in. And what you can do is run a test cycle, just the rinse and spin, and that will help to ensure verifying that it was in fact the inlet valve. Thanks guys for tuning in. Comment, like, subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions about the process. Thanks.